About 2 weeks ago, I made a video showing you how to download your uh, the information that Facebook has about you. A lot of websites had directions how to do it on a computer. Few had directions on how to do it on mobile devices. So I made that. I'll go ahead and link to that video in the description, or I'll put it somewhere in this video where you can click on it and see that. Of course, most people have heard about the privacy thing that's going on with Facebook. There's some rumors and there's some truths. I won't go into that right now, but I will show you how to actually go in and see the individual apps that are linked to your account. Facebook's supposed to add this feature to all accounts soon. Not a feature. It's already in all accounts. They're supposed to make it easier to find in all accounts soon. So this is the mobile version of doing that. And this is a way you can already do it. You've been able to do this for a while. Some people just don't know where to look, so I'm going to show you where to look. So the first thing you're going to do is tap up here in the top right where you see the three horizontal bars just under the messenger thing. And it's going to take you to this, it's kind of your, I don't know what to call it, your settings screen, I guess you could say. And then you're going to scroll down. You're going to get down here and you're going to tap on account settings under the settings and privacy. After you tap on account settings, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see apps. Tap on apps. All right, so once you tap on apps, there's a few options here. The bottom one, this is for people who have been on Facebook for a while. You'll see we removed apps other uses. Those are some of the things that they're talking about in the news today. Like I said, I'm not going to get too far into that, but it was where you could give apps the authorization to actually go into your friends' profiles, pretty deep into your friends' profiles. So that's blurred out because they don't do that anymore. However, you can still see that there are apps that are logged in with Facebook, and there are apps, websites, and games that are connected with Facebook. So I'm going to choose the second one first on the right of apps, websites, and games. You just tap on the edit. And you see you can turn this off, but if you turn it off, it tells you what you won't be able to do. It tells you some things like you're going to be not be able to log into some websites that you may have used Facebook to log in with, which you got to admit it does make it easier to log into websites. You don't have to remember as many passwords and things like that. I don't tend to use it for I don't think banks even offer it, but anything having to do with financials, I don't tend to use it for that. But things like just playing online games and stuff like that, I will use the Facebook login to that. It just makes it easier. So you can turn that off, but just be aware that if you turn this off, that you're probably going to find yourself having to possibly create new accounts and passwords and all sorts of things for some sites. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that. That will, it'll clear those logins off. But one of the main things I wanted to check out is this top one where it says logged in with Facebook. If you click edit on that, you can see, now everybody's is going to be different because everybody uses different apps. I use quite a bit of apps. This is just a few of them. You can see, you can keep scrolling down. I'll just pick on the very top one, Spotify, and I know that I'm going to have to clear out, I'm going to have to blur some of this information on here because it's my private information, and it actually shows your friend's private information as well. So what you see here is that Spotify, it's active. You can see that up top. Visibility of the app. When I give an app permissions, what I do is I make sure, and there's a drop down menu that you can click when you give a new app permissions, and you can say that only I can view any of the notifications or anything it posts. A lot of apps don't post anything to your timeline anymore, but if they do, I have it set to only me. So for one thing, it's not announcing what I'm doing. Number two, it's not annoying my friends with posts of just random things I'm doing, like listening to a playlist on Spotify or whatever I'm happen to be doing on any app. So that's the thing. And then you can see the info you provide down a little bit further. And it says public profile, which every app that you authorize has to get your public profile. That's just how it is. It's basically, instead of you having to fill in your name and other information on these websites, Facebook pushes it over to them and it fills it out for you. So it does a lot of that. This app gets my friends list, gets my birthday, gets my email address, and that's actually all for that app. And that's all that most apps get, but that is quite a bit of information. So if you wanted to turn this off, you would go back and you can actually tap the little gray dot that's to the left. And if I were to tap that remove button that just turned blue after I tapped that dot, it would remove Spotify. Spotify wouldn't have access. Well, I say they wouldn't have access. My information and yours, if you used it, is still going to be in Spotify or whatever other company's database. It's just going to remove the access, the trade-off of information that continues to go back and forth if you happen to update or make any changes to your Facebook account. So be aware that these companies, even if you deactivate this, the companies, the apps are still probably going to keep your information on their databases. So what you would have to do is remove, in this case, I'm talking about Spotify again, just playing on Spotify. I'm not going to remove it, but if I were, I'd have to remove Spotify. Then I would have to go to Spotify and actually ask them to remove the information out of their database as well. Or you could do it the other way around. That way you could still be able to log into Spotify through your Facebook account. Tell Spotify to go ahead and remove your information, then remove it from Facebook. That might be the easier way around. Anyway, thing I was trying to get across is this is how you can get in and see the apps and websites that are accessing your Facebook account. So thanks for watching. Give it a like, give it a subscribe if you like, and hope this helped people out.